Hello and welcome back to another video. We got another one from Legion of Man.
Welcome back, tribe. We got the idiocracy in real life. What are birthing people?
Thank you, Madam Chair. It never gets boring in here. And I'd like to say thank you to the witnesses for being here and for taking the time. Ms. DeVito, thank you for coming here. You in your testimony, you said that Americans deserve a government that works for them, a government that makes their lives easier and more secure. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Great. I'd like to read through a couple of the grants that Doge has pulled back, and I'd like to get your take on them. They pulled back a $1.5 million NIH grant to Morehouse College. It was called the Center to Advance Reproductive Justice and Behavioral Health among Black, pregnant / postpartum women and birthing people. Do you think that makes Americans' lives easier and more secure?
Makes
I
America
think
great
that
again.
medical and scientific research of all types.
Do you think that constitutes critical research according to your testimony? NIH grants are critical research,
I think that government research of all types in the medical,
including a birthing people.
I think bench research of all types plays a fundamental
What is a
role.
birthing person?
Sir,
Good question.
I am here to talk about the Doge impact.
Well, I'm asking you about this
families.
grant and you're defending it. So I'm asking you who is
Yeah, you're asking for money. This is a grant. What is a birthing person? It's just a simple curiosity because you want money from taxpayers and you can't even tell me what a birthing person means in the first place. Is it a woman?
birthing people?
Yeah,
What a birthing person means in the first place? Is it a woman?
Birthing people.
What kind of creature
I
is
am
that?
not.
before we go on, there's something I think about at the 6 minute limit. I've seen this video before. That's hilarious. Then we up to the 6 minute limit. I don't care about the rest, but
familiar with this grant.
Mm-hmm.
I take a position that all kinds of government research, medical,
Is a
pharmaceutical,
birthing person a woman? Is that another
biological-
word for female?
that is outside the scope of my
Your brain, my expertise. It's outside the scope of your expertise. We got this egghead with huge bifocals that's asking for grant money, aka from public funding, taxpayers, to do research on something she's not even equipped to tell you what a woman is. These people need to be thrown out of government. This is an insane waste of taxpayer money. This is institutional rot and lockstep with progressive ideals that are not rooted in reality, in science, in biology. This is delusion masquerading as progress, and it's holding us all hostage. We have to live under this tyrannical pretend of my identity. I pretend I am a he, her, they, z, zer, spaghetti, they, it, they. Enough. People have had enough. That's why somebody like Donald Trump managed to get voted, because they pushed way too hard, way too fast. No, you don't put on a skirt and some lipstick and then you can get to walk inside of a woman's bathroom. No, you don't get to take over women's sports because I feel like. We don't care what you feel like. There's many feelings up here. Go to a psychologist, go to a therapist, get put on medication, go get some fucking help. When people see things, they're called crazy. When you think you're things you're not, you should be called crazy too. It's very simple. It used to be, and then they politicized even the Psychiatric Association, the DSMV or whatever it was called. You know, gender dysphoria was a thing that you had to get treated for. Then it got normalized. People are sick of this. What the fuck is a birthing person? How disrespectful is that? Like, imagine you're a feminist in the 30s, 40s, 50s, whatever, after the suffragettes, and somebody just flashed forward into the future of this committee hearing right here, this oversight committee, and women aren't even called women anymore. You're called birthing people, and they can't even describe what a woman is. Birthing person. You're just a uterus with legs. It's like men are walking wallets. Yeah, you're a uterus, you're a birthing person. You're a machine to make babies. What the fuck would a feminist from 1950 think about that? We went from empowerment, women could do anything men can do, we want the same rights, responsibilities, and consequences, to reduce down to OF models, commodified our bodies completely, detached all responsibility and accountability, and reduced ourselves down to a birthing person. This is called female progress. Chaotic, isn't it? It's like agents of chaos. Self-destruction is the only thing they know. Unbelievable.
expertise.
Seems like erasure language to me. I've been told that type of vernacular constitutes erasure language. How about another one? How about the conference Gender Equity in the Mathematical Study of Commutative Algebra? Do you think that that's a valid form of government spending?
I think mathematical research of all types is deserving of government.
What about studying, and this is directly from the National Science Foundation's website, women and non-binary mathematicians?
Again, I think all kinds of government investment should be
Unreal.
dedicated toward mathematics.
All kinds of government investment. You don't have any kind of limit on what we're spending our money on?
Right, we were helping people chop their dicks off in like Chile. We were telling the Taliban about LGBTQ. We were spending all sorts of money with that Doge found out with U.S. aid. We were tranning up the whole world, bro. we were having like trans story hour and shit, like drag story hour with the kids over there in like Peru and shit, like in the Andes Mountains. Like, we're gonna teach these villagers about this fucking. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. If you can't answer what a man or a woman is distinctly, immediately, within seconds, like a child would, you're fucking out. You're out of the government position you're in.
Just everything? Is that your testimony?
I am talking about Doge. You brought up.
So am I. This is a grant that Doge cut.
I am not familiar with this particular grant, but I think government investment in mathematical, biological.
Okay. Let's do another one. This one is called hashtag Transcendent Health, adapting an LGB plus inclusive teen pregnancy prevention program for transgender boys. I can't even say this without laughing.
That was just so long and unnecessary. But anyway, the part's coming to me in about a few seconds. This is the reason why I want to flip this.
Do you think that is a useful form of our tax spend?
Super
I am
useful.
not familiar with that grant, but I think bench research, government investment in scientific and
Teen
pharmaceutical
pregnancy
research.
for transgender boys.
Come on.
Do you think that is a useful spend of our tax dollars?
Please just break the script for once.
Yeah,
She's
it
just
is.
an NPC say what I was told to say. You know, it's like the fucking Hypnotoad is in front of her fucking glasses. Like, those are some meta glasses. Say what you're supposed to say. Brrr, say what you're supposed to say. Brrr, I think all government spending is good. All government spending is good. Do you think we should eliminate a portion of the population? All government spending is good. These people are fucking insane. This is crazy.
Yes,
I think government investment in all kinds of scientific research is of the utmost importance.
Including pregnancy prevention for transgender boys. Okay. Let me ask you, we can come back to this later maybe. Do you support abolishing the filibuster still?
I am here to talk about Doge.
Oh my
Respectfully.
God.
Like, we could abolish the filibuster and get a lot of Doge cuts through. And you've written at length on your Twitter about abolishing the filibuster. I'm just curious if you
Damn.
think that we should do that still.
Receipts.
I did a lot of previous work on different topics because
Mhm.
I am an economic policy expert. And respectfully,
Expert.
I'm here to talk about Doge cuts.
Respectfully, these are our experts. When they tell you trust the experts, these are one of the experts that they're citing. Just so you know what the experts look like, sound like, what they believe in, and how much experience they have. Just so you know.
Okay, but we could abolish the filibuster and get Doge cuts. This is totally germane here. Do you think we should?
I am here to talk about Doge cuts, not strategies for achieving more of them, but the harms that they have produced for working families.
It's a convenient change of opinion. I noticed
Very
that most of your comments about the filibuster were during the Biden administration. But we can move on. Let's go back to some more
Well,
of
he
these
got
grants.
receipts, dude.
Do you think that we should be spending money on, quote, the racialized basis of trait judgments from faces?
I am not at all
What?
familiar with that grant.
It's a $500,000 NSF grant.
Okay, I am not familiar with the subject matter or the
Right,
particular
but you're
grant.
defending these.
I am saying that I think the government
You're pretty
has-
adamant against Doge cuts, and I'm asking you if you support the cuts
I think that
that
there is
Doge has found.
economic and medical, public health, communal benefit to
What about
invest-
cross-sex steroid therapy and cardiovascular risk in the transgender female?
Again, I think government investment in scientific research is
Right.
important.
Thank you for your testimony. I appreciate it.
Amazing, amazing work there by the expert. As a woman, don't ever call me a birthing person. I will not react kindly. She's not even bright enough to be embarrassed. Oh my God, she's not familiar with reality. It is eraser language. As a woman, I get mad every time I hear women defending it. I believe she proves the point so perfectly as to why Doge was very desperately needed. He's just proving how much stupid money was wasted by our government. She's just a puppet with no independent thought. Look at that. In all my years, 72, I've never known such absolute madness. God help my kids and grandchildren. The world has gone mad. Put 100 women and 10 men on an island, and in 100 years, you will have men, women, boys, and girls. Put 100 trans women and 10 men on an island, and in 100 years' time, you will have 110 male skeletons. Fuck. The party of pregnant men lost in...
That was a good one. The whole... I heard different versions of that one.
2024 and we'll keep losing. That's great. That's great. The party of pregnant men. Wow, that's a good name to give them. Party of pregnant men. Notice she smiled at birthing people. Even she knows it's ridiculous. Thank God for Doge. Yeah, the party of pregnant men lost in 2024. Unreal. Okay. Your tax dollars at work, boys and girls. All you bust your ass trying to make it. Barely scraping on by, barely, and the government comes and takes that. That's sweet money to fund gender inclusive XYZ something, mathematics, gender research, trans birthing, triceratop, one-eyed alien, post-op pregnancies. Great. I love giving the IRS my money so that they can use it on them. We'll see you on the next one.
That's it for this video. If you like it, please leave a like and a subscribe.